Welcome back to Geared Up. I am pumped up, and you should be too, especially if you're a gamer. That's because the PlayStation 3, the Nintendo Wii, and Xbox 360 are here. Each system is pushing the gaming envelope with ultra-fast processors, eye graphics, and millions of dollars in development and marketing behind them. So which one's right for you? To help examine these bundles of joy, we have our Geared Up gamer, Jonathan Zungary. Thanks for coming down, John.
No problem, man.
Welcome. All right, dude. You're the man. You know the stuff.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited. This is incredible. Just to have the PS3 and the Xbox, the Wii, all in front of me. This is just.
We are going to search you before you leave to make sure you have it. All right. So let's talk about the Xbox 360.
All right.
How does it improve over the original?
Okay. So basically, of course, with all the new systems, especially the PS3 and the Xbox, you got like just amazing graphics, you know. And not only that, but you have live capabilities. Like Xbox has Xbox Live. And that's where you get connected with other gamers, play other gamers all over the world. It actually has a feature that matches your skill level to a gamer that has the same skill level as you. So you don't get like murdered with if you're playing boxing, you don't get matched up with 802 record guys and stuff like that. And you can play music and look at pictures and video, and you can download demos too. That's a huge thing. It's like if you want to play a game before you buy it, you just download the demo off of Xbox Live,
right?
And you get to try it out. It doesn't happen with every game, but a lot of them. So.
What kind of new titles are coming out for Xbox 360?
Well, the big haymaker punch to the other systems is Gears of War, which is it's a shooter. It's a third-person shooter, and takes place during it's like war has wiped out the Earth. These locust creatures are coming up through the ground, and you have to like fight them off. And you're a prisoner actually. Like they lost all the soldiers, so they have to go to the prisons, and you're still like, hard-nosed prisoner guy. And of course, Halo 3.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
It's like the Halo system, you know.
Yeah.
So that's coming out, and Grand Theft Auto 4 coming out the same time as the PS3. And so that should be great.
Very nice. Now, this actually came out before the Wii and the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, about a year before, actually.
Okay.
It came out last fall. So it's got a really great lineup of games already. And just videos, music. They're going to be able to download TV shows as well as Ultimate Fighting Championship fights and I think music videos, different crazy things like that. So
it's a multitasking machine. Can we take a look at some of the graphics?
Definitely, man. All right. Basically, we got Project Gotham Racing in right now. It's an Xbox exclusive game, and I'm not that great at it, but it's
you're doing very well.
I think it's more of a realistic game. It's not like Burnout or some of those like Mario Kart or anything like that.
So let's move on. The Nintendo Wii.
Yeah. So this one is very exciting.
I've played this one. This thing is nuts.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Do you like it?
I thought it was great. The whole motion capture control thing. You have to physically move.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Burn calories while you do it. Basically, you use this controller. This is their whole thing. Before it was called the Wii, it was called the Nintendo Revolution. Mm-hmm. It's because they wanted to revolutionize how games were played. So basically, you take this controller, and then there's also a nunchuck attachment that you can use, and you do everything with this controller. So basically, if you're batting, you use it as a bat. There's a game where it's like a gun. You use it as a gun, as well as a samurai sword, tennis racket, Excite Truck. You use it as a steering wheel. You hold it like this, and you can steer like this, and it's just amazing. And I think the greatest thing about it is anyone can play this thing. Like, this is for, you want to play games with your kids? You can play games with your kids now. Even if my dad, if he picked up the PlayStation controller, the Xbox controller, he'd have a hard time with it. He'd run himself into walls, and it's great. It's great. Anyone can play it. It's included. That's why they call it the Wii. It's because it includes everybody. It's We play.
All right, well, let's check out how we are going to play the game now.
All right, let's do it. All right, so now I got the bat.
Wind up.
Swing.
Nice.
Got it.
Oh, you're out?
I'm not good enough. Another thing you should note is that the graphics aren't as good with the Wii. It's not necessarily meant for HD TVs, but that's kind of not what it's about. It's also the least expensive console. It will run you about $250 as compared to $400 and $600 for these guys. And it's just about it's a fun console that just everyone can get into games with this thing, man.
And it gets you up and moving.
Yeah, definitely. So it's really fun, really exciting time for games in general, I think.
A lot of fun going on. So let's go to the big one.
All right.
PlayStation 3.
Man, this is the big kid on the block here. This is the most processing power. It's got the most memory. It's got it uses Blu-ray discs, which have that have about 50 gigs of memory to store on them. So basically, right now, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, they're kind of on an even keel. But as time goes on, it's hard not to say that the PlayStation 3 is not going to pull ahead. Right. Because these games right here, there's just more power. to use. It's got an HDMI out connection. It's got a lot of really hot games. You can get connected with other gamers, play other gamers, movies, media centers.
Right.
You know what I mean? But also they have another thing that they have is they're kind of doing their own motion sensitivity thing too. They have a game called Warhawk where you fly a plane, making the plane go left or right or up and down, and yeah, so it's really, really cool.
Now, this has Blu-ray in there, so
Yes.
how does that change things for games?
Well, basically, games can get more detailed, games can get just bigger, just because there's more storage capacity, and games can get faster. It's just more stuff to work with.
All right, well, let's look at one.
All right, we're going to play Resistance Fall of Man.
All right.
This is a sweet game. This is a shooter that takes place in World War II era, but instead of fighting Nazis, World War II never happened. You're fighting aliens. I just killed one right there. What I've noticed about the game is the aliens are really smart. I throw a grenade and they'll jump. They'll jump out of the way.
Do it.
All right. Oh, I caught him though.
Haha, stupid
I got him with that
alien.
one.
Not so smart now.
I'm getting rocked.
Now, does the motion sensors work for this game?
No, this one is not utilizing the motion sensors, but it's their cool game of the season. And this is just to hold you over too. Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming out.
Right.
Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is well, for now, is exclusive to the PS3.
Nice.
So I think when you buy a console, you really need to take into account what games are for it. That's kind of what it's all about. So you want to play Mario, you want to play Zelda, you go for the Wii. You want to play Halo, Xbox 360, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid, PS3, Final Fantasy.
Yard's Revenge, Atari 2600.
There you go.
All
So
right.
why is it not here?
Because, you know, it's in my dressing room. Jonathan, thanks so much, man. You know your stuff.
All right, dude.
Great. All right. So long from the gaming world. I'm Steven Smith, hoping you stay on top of your game.